Time to tackle mixed numbers. This question appeared on the mock MSA this year, and it is a question that represents all that we know about mixed numbers. We know that when we're given a number that has a fraction in it, but also has a whole number in it, that this all together is called a mixed number. Now first when I see this, I look at the title to know what I'm reading about. It says pizza that the classes ate. So Class A ate 2 3/4 pizzas. Class B ate 1 1/2. Class C ate 3 5/6. And Class D ate 4 8/12 pizzas. Next I read the question. How much more pizza did Class D eat than Class B? Express your answer as a fraction in simplest form. Now, I underlined several things in that question because each is very important. First of all, I need to find Class D and Class B. I see Class D ate 4 8/12 of a pizza. So I'm going to write 4 8/12 pizzas. Class B ate 1 1/2 pizzas. So I'm going to write 1 1/2 pizzas. And it is okay to draw your mixed numbers very large and separate the fraction a little bit from the whole number to make sure that you don't confuse your numbers or mix them up. Now when I go ahead and do this question, I need to figure out what operation am I doing here. Because the question said how much more, that tells me that I'm trying to find a difference. We're trying to find the difference in the amount of pizza that Class D ate from the amount that Class B ate. And because we're trying to find a difference, this means that we are going to subtract. So the operation we use in this question is subtract. Do not forget to include the operation, and do not forget about your whole numbers when you complete these problems. Now first, I see that when I look at my numbers, I have unlike denominators. I have 12 and 2. Since my denominators are unlike, I need to find the LCD. So over here up top, I'm going to list the multiples of the two denominators in the question. I see the denominator 12 and the denominator 2. I list multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And I list multiples of 12. 12, 24, 36, 48. Just like you, I see that 12 is the common denominator that I'm going to use in this question. So I draw new fraction bars, and my new common denominator is going to go right here. Now I need to put these fractions in higher terms by figuring out what to multiply them by. 12 by 1 equals 12, so 8 by 1 equals 8. 2 by 6 equals 12, so 1 by 6 equals 6. Now I have fractions with common denominators, so I'm okay to go ahead and subtract them. Just as we did in class, I remember to stretch my circle. I remember that I'm subtracting, so I do denominator 12 because the dumb denominator stays the same, and 8 minus 6 is 2. Now a lot of 5th graders would stop this question right here. But we know that we can't forget our whole numbers, so we stretch another circle. 4 minus 1 is 3. So my answer now is 3 2/12. Now let me check back in with the question to make sure that I answered the question that was asked. How much more pizza did Class D eat than Class B? Express your fraction in simplest form. I have a fraction, or a mixed number, but I don't have it in simplest form. In order to get the correct answer here, I would have to divide to put this fraction in simplest form. I roll my 10s, and that doesn't work. I roll my 9s, nope. 8s, nope. 7s, 6, 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, don't work. But if I divide by 2, and I divide by 2, I hit it. But when I roll my 2s, I hit both 2 and 12. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So now I can rewrite 2 12ths as 1 6. I rewrote it in lower terms. And I can't forget my whole number, so my full answer in simplest form is 3 and 1/6 pizzas. Don't forget units. To state my answer in a complete sentence, I would say Class D ate 3 and 1/6 more pizzas than Class B. Try the next question on your own. Read it to yourself, complete the problem, and then resume the video once you have an answer ready. For this question, carefully consider which operation you choose to use. Resume the video once you have shown all of your work and pause the video now. Welcome back, Kipsters. As you can see, I've gone ahead and included the LCD and rewritten my mixed number using the same language. I can stop and stretch my circle because my two fractions are speaking the same language. I know my dumb denominator 20 stays the same, and I add 15 plus 12. I can do this quickly off to the side, and I know that 5 plus 2 is 7, 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer is 27 20ths. That looks strange. Let's come back to that in a moment. Now I can't forget that I need to also stretch my circle for the whole numbers. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Right now, my mixed number is 8 and 27 20ths. This doesn't look quite right to me, so I can remember this. If I subtract 20 20ths from 27 20ths, I would get 20 minus 20 equals 7, dumb denominator stays the same, 20ths. So here's what I did. I took 27 20ths, I separated out one whole, so I can add that one whole to 8, make it 9. And now I have 9 and 7 20ths left over. Let me clear this out so that we see this again. When we added it together, we got 8 and 27 twentieths. We knew that was wrong, so I need to separate out one whole from this improper fraction. One whole would be 20 twentieths. So I do this quick subtraction problem. The dumb denominator stays the same. 27 minus 20 is 7. Now because I separated out one whole, I need to add that one whole to my whole number, and that becomes 9. The fraction that I had left over was 7 twentieths, so my mixed number answer is 9 and 7 twentieths. When I return to the question, I know that it's 9 and 7 twentieths miles, because the question talked about Cameron and DeMonte running laps for their football game. To state my answer in a complete sentence, how many miles do they run in total? Cameron and DeMonte run 9 and 7 twentieths miles in total.